Ah, fuck! Somebody just danced on my grave! I'm Cornelious Churchill Perkins, and this is The Freak Show. This is The Freak Show, right? It's a webisode series dedicated to gothic industrial cultures put out by the Vampire Freaks website. In hopes that this doesn't end in a zombie attack, I'd like to bring out Lord Dracula.
Special props to Mike Mizzata for doing the original Freak Show. Now we're bringing it back with Kevin Vonesper of Twilight Vision.
I jerk off to Twilight Vision on the regular, especially the hosts and the stars.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to take a minute to talk about the Blood on the Dance Floor drama, because we posted a video from them. It got like over 300 comments, and about 100 of those comments are people bitching how Blood on the Dance Floor is really a pedophile band or whatever, they suck. Meanwhile, the day before we post a Ogre Skinny Puppy interview and we get like 30 comments.
I'd rather dress like Skinny Puppy than Blood on the Dance Floor.
Here we got Jasin Cadic from STARKILLER. You guys just went on tour at Comic Christ, which is pretty cool considering you guys are like a really new band.
It was the first tour for all of us. Like, it was the very first day of school. Our 8th show as STARKILLER was on tour.
These are actually questions from Joe Letz from Comic Christ, so if they seem a little bit retarded, it's because Joe Letz is a retard. We heard a rumor that your bass player Steve got freaked out over a bunch of spiders in a venue. Joe wants to know if you kept your glasses on so you could kill the spiders with a crazy laser death ray.
One is yes, one is no. It was like Arachnophobia, the movie. It was like we walked into this venue, and there was the biggest spiders on people's backs, crawling on chairs, on benches, on the soundboard. They were the size of grapes with legs. There was actually a nest behind the stage, with like a hive, like of spiders coming out of it while we were playing. Wow. This is not even a joke.
So what's the real deal with Joe Letz's unicorn fetish? Does he like to have sex with unicorns? What does he do with all these unicorns that people give to him?
Well, I know what he did with the ones he got from this tour. They ended up in the STARKILLER van, and they're sitting in my studio right now. They go to his palace, and he has a unicorn room. He dives in them like Donald Duck's uncle. What the hell is it? Scrooge McDuck? Yeah, and he swims around in them.
Last question from Joe Letz. Please describe a sexual situation involved with a tranny, which may not necessarily be homosexual. Just trying to see where you really stand with things.
What is he talking about? Is he talking about when he had sex with Jeffree Star? What? I don't get the question. And Joe knows I won't answer those questions. And I have his unicorns hostage, so these questions better stop.
What's coming up? VF iPhone app.
What? I have a relatively smart phone. I actually have more of a B average phone. I think my phone would just be hanging out in shop class all like, you know, I'm doing good. I can't see pictures on VF, which is fucking annoying.
Fail, your phone sucks.
I'm excited for a new app.
Comic Christ Journal. Don't forget to check that shit out, because Joe Letz is hilarious on there. Right now we're working on the VF music compilation, which is coming out soon. It's a free download comp, which has some pretty awesome bands on it. So far we got KMFDM, Aesthetic Perfection, System Sin, Mindless Self-Indulgence. Follow the fucking Faderhead rules. Rule number 1.
Do not look Faderhead directly in the eye. I learned this firsthand. I saw an ugly girl look in the eye, and he gave her a look like she should be dead.
Rule number 2. When speaking to the Lord Marco Visconti, he must be referred to as Your Highness because he is royalty.
Rule number 3. Do not talk to Faderhead unless you are offering him alcohol or drugs. And for a musician on tour, is that so much to ask?
Rule number 4. Do not initiate contact with Faderhead if you are ugly or fat. Your VF profile rating must be at least a 9.2. No exceptions. Failure to abide by the Faderhead rules will result in a power bomb! Here we have Mistress Mini, one of our Vampire Freaks models. Hello, Mini.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a model / burlesque performer / musician in New York City. Burlesque is a performance art, and it's very audience interactive, and it's the favorite one of my jobs because I get to go out there and I get to instantly see people getting excited and getting happy and enthusiastic about the performances that I'm doing.
And you also work somewhat in the porn industry?
Somewhat, yeah. Not acting, just writing.
You write scripts for porn?
Yeah.
That's madness. Is it like, okay, shoot your load on her now, or what?
Something like that.
Tell us a little bit about your experience on VF.
I've been on VF for a long time, and I've been going to Cybertron since they were in the basement of the pyramid, when it smelled like wet dog down there. So I've been in the scene for a very long time.
Have you ever met anybody in real life off VF or off the internet in general?
Other than you?
What's like a sample burlesque performance like for you?
I'm working on really nerdy burlesque for Geek Girl Burlesque, which is the second week of July at Bowery Poetry Club in the city. My one number for that will be a mashup of Super Mario Brothers, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Superman, and Star Wars. I'm going to try to be every nerd boy's wet dream. I'm a huge nerd. I'm like a classic comic book nutcase, so...
A little sample of Mistress Mini Burlesque.
You had a plenty money 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do?
I think everybody wants to see Jet do a little burlesque for us all now. Ba-na-na-na-na, pum-pum-pum-pum.
Upcoming events. STARKILLER at Bowery Ballroom, June 30th. Also, Salvation returns here in New York on June 25th at Bowery Poetry Club.
Something I'm really excited about is the Kings of Independence.
Get your goth points.
That's what I'm talking about. Super death rock. I mean, it's, the DJs never fucking let down. That's July 2nd at Sullivan Hall.
KMFDM going on tour soon.
I've never seen KMFDM. I mean, I've
Never?
Epic stories. Epic stories. Never saw
They're
them.
only like 5 million years old, dude. How did you not ever see them?
I actually didn't listen to KMFDM until I heard that the Killers from Columbine liked KMFDM more than Marilyn Manson, and then I got into it. I went out and bought
Nice.
Nile.
I remember seeing them when I was like 16 and going crowd surfing, getting all the way up to the front and rubbing Anesh's bald head. They are coming to New York on August 18th, which is a Thursday.
Holy shit! How long have you been so tank girl and cool?
All of my life.
Jet on the website has recently made a VF model's status. Do you think the model status is a good idea?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to represent the community and get more people into it.
So you guys are recently featured on the website. Is that for the web store? And you were kind of zombie-tastic. I was like, who the fuck is this zombie guy? Was that a fun experience?
And Jet was like a slave driver. Hours.
The photography crew are murderers, so I would probably say something like, it was a great experience. That's what I would say. It was awesome. And then enter the witness protection program. What's really getting you? Do you think stuff like Lady Gaga is embarrassing, or is it cool?
I think it's hilarious when I go out in public and people are like, Lady Gaga, what's up? And I'm like, what? It's not, no, this isn't anything like Lady Gaga.
About 10 years ago, I'd always get, oh, you're such a goth kid, such a goth kid. I was like, okay, but I'm not crying. And now I get, you're such an emo kid, you're such an emo kid. But I'm not crying.
I remember the 90s, freak. You guys remember that? You remember when the word was freak, right? Yeah, no, it's like freaks versus punks, freaks versus hip-hop kids, fucking freaks in the mall. My favorite look on a chick is tank girl, and you're still hella tank girl. Wait a second, you made that shirt?
Yeah, just not for sale or anything, just for fun. It's fun to make your own clothes. This bag, too.
Fuck yeah! VF models for the win!
Here we've got the Freak Show Top 10.
The top 10 reasons why you're awake at 6 a.m. Number 10. Practicing voodoo and invoking spirits from beyond the grave. That reminds me, I need to cast a spell on a certain bitch that I really hate.
Fuck that bitch.
I want her to die!
Number 9. Playing 1980s video games. Because we love 8-bits, just like Mind in a Box.
Number 8. Checking your VF account every 5 minutes. Because you're addicted to this shit.
Just checking into my bloodstream.
You porn/vampire sluts. What?
Number 7. Having cyber sex with random sluts that you meet on the internet. Because isn't that what everybody uses VF for anyway?
Number 6, masturbation. You go top picks and you just scroll through. Is that inappropriate?
Number 5, insomnia and boredom as a result of an overstimulated American culture. Because we're just a bunch of spoiled sluts.
And all the fucking Ritalin that they gave us when we're like 9 years old. That doesn't help us sleep. Number 4, eating greasy diner food. This shit is disgusting, but it's hard to say no. Like, chili covered, cheese colored fries. Now, it sounds delicious until I'm shitting it out in the dishes.
Number 3, waking up in a pool of your own vomit after drinking too much and wondering where you got those bumps on your genitals.
No comment, but it did feel good at the time.
When in doubt, use a VF condom.
Number 2, drugs. Can we have them, please?
Drug whore. Number 1 reason for being up at 6 a.m. Having blood-covered orgies with vampire sluts. The rumors are true. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for coming and viewing The Freak Show.
See you guys next time. End transmission.
Can I say shit on this channel?
You can say shit.
Fuck, why haven't we been cursing the whole time then?
What's the raunchiest, most disturbing porn that you've read?
Anything that's like grandmother or like fat porn just is it kind of I have to kind of take a step back and breathe and you know have some coffee and then go back into it.
Most of my modeling is like this. Like, this is not real modeling. Let's see what's going